156 goals. 156 goals. Am I disappointed that Thomas Kaminski's gone? No, I am not disappointed at all. Forgive the appearance. I'm recording this at the height of the heat wave. It's ludicrous. The temperature outside is absolutely insane. I'm in my office and it is hot. Really, really hot. But you know what? The news has broken. It's been swirling around for a couple of days. We actually discussed it on the phone-in. Apologies, the phone-in ended up in the bin because of how poor the Wi-Fi is. And I'm sorting it. I am sorting it. We will get back to that. Right, where was I? Am I disappointed? Not in the slightest. Thomas Kaminski was an incredibly serviceable shot stopper. And that's pretty much it. Didn't command his box. Didn't communicate with the defence. And essentially, when you are a veteran, like he leaves us, he's 32. When we signed him, he was like 29 or 30. You want your goalkeeper to communicate, lead, dictate to the defence what they need to be doing. And there was none of that. There was no communication between him and the defenders. James Shea was very good with the communication, but obviously James Shea is not the same level of shot stopper as Thomas Kaminski. On the shot stopping side of things, Thomas Kaminski made a lot of saves, a lot of Hollywood saves for the cameras, top bins. So did Simon Sluga. Simon Sluga. Simon Sluga. He's Croatian after all. It doesn't make you a world-beater goalkeeper. You need to have the full package in football today. You need to be able to distribute the ball, essentially pass it to your players. Obviously, this season, a lot of things. The wheels have very much come off. This is a vehicle with many, many wheels, and all the wheels have simultaneously come off at once. Lumping the ball upfield. Yeah, Carlton Morris, he's not winning those knock-ons. People say, yeah, well, Carlton Morris won the most knock-ons in the Championship last season. Well, you can test a lot because the ball was going long many, many times. And when we try playing out from the back, he never looked sure of himself. He really didn't. And the biggest disappointment for me, well, it's going to be the case with a lot of our players that we signed for a significant amount of money, and we are going to lose them for pretty much a fraction of it. I think in isolation, this deal that we've done with Thomas Kaminski, I think we signed him for a fee in the region of maybe £2.53 million. Now we've sold him for a fee, well, it's undisclosed, but it's thought to be in the region of £1 million. That is probably including add-ons. Are we going to get much money for a 32-year-old goalkeeper that has shipped 156 goals in a 2-year period? 156 goals in 2 seasons. Jesus Christ. That's terrible. That is so bad. 156 goals. My God. Yeah, we weren't going to get mega bucks, were we? There were highlights. Kaminski made some great saves. He got his Belgium debut purely because Thibaut Courtois was injured for such a long time. He's a nice guy, and he has been a credit while he's been here, but ultimately, I find my mind going back to the Tim Krul podcast. So he was on the Fozcast, and Tim Krul essentially said there was essentially an ego around the club where everyone just assumed, oh, we're not going to be in trouble. And call me Captain Hindsight, but I think it's a case of everyone, Tim Krul, the senior pros, Carlton Morris, Thomas Kaminski, essentially they should have seen what was going on. They should have seen the egos and said, wait, hold on a minute. Don't be getting cocky because you don't know what is actually going to happen this season. And look, lo and behold, The worst has happened this season, and ultimately we got relegated. So, okay, rant over. I'm going to read the press release from the club. Goalkeeper Thomas Kaminski has agreed to join Sky Bet Championship side Charlton Athletic on a permanent transfer for an undisclosed fee. Ooh, joining up with Nathan Jones again. The 32-year-old arrived at Kenilworth Road shortly before the start of the 23-24 season, joining from Blackburn Rovers in time to make his Premier League debut on the opening day at Brighton, where he conceded 4 goals. During the impressive debut campaign for the Hatters, Thomas quickly became a fan favourite with some impressive saves, none so more than the double stop in the home win over Crystal Palace that saw him recognised as the he won the Castrol Save of the Month in November 2023 and the Premier League's overall Save of the Season award. Good job, Thomas. His form also earned him a first international cap for Belgium and selection for the 2024 European Championships, as well as being voted Players' Player of the Year by his teammates. Yeah, well, he kept them in a lot of games, didn't he? In April, he picked up the 24-25 Diamond Player of the Season award. In the same week, he lost his father, Jacek, with manager Matt Bloomfield travelling to Belgium to accompany him on the train journey back to play in the 1-0 win over Coventry 3 days later. Yeah, he did really well. And to be honest, the players let him down because he came back under very difficult circumstances, and the players massively dropped the ball. Pun intended, I guess. Thomas is someone I will always have the greatest respect for. What he did for us at the end of last season, playing so soon after his father's passing, said Matt, "I only want the best for Thomas and his family. He gave us everything in every game he played for us. I will always watch his future career with real interest." Thomas leaves us with all our thanks for his services over 2 seasons and 85 appearances for the Hatters, as well as our best wishes to him and his family for the future. 100. Oh, God. It's almost 2 goals a game. Conceding 2 goals a game. Wow. Wow. Oh, I think I might call this one early because I am such a hot, sweaty mess. Look at me glistening. This is embarrassing. Kate, I honestly, I won't be upset if you don't put this one out.
This is fine.
It is a tough one sitting here in front of baking lights, a baking laptop. At least it's not. Oh, and I had to turn my fan off for this one as well. Thomas Kaminski, what have you done to me? You've made me turn off my fan so I can record something right now. But anyway, guys, let me know in the comments below. What do you think about Thomas Kaminski leaving? This obviously now sets a very interesting precedent about who will come in to replace him. We have Walton, but he's only got 1 year left on his deal, and he's come from the Scottish Premiership. So naturally, is Walton going to want to play League One football? And remember, we signed him from a League One club where he was their backup. So I guess we wait and see. The club need to move out some more players, but at the same time, this shouldn't stop them from bringing players in right now, because we're going to Slovenia soon, and we cannot be going to Slovenia with a bunch of players that their minds are already gone. They have one leg out the door. Essentially, push them all the way out, bring in the new players that actually want to be here. But regardless, Thomas, thank you very much for your service. 2 goals a game, but ultimately, it's a team sport, and the defence in front of you and the midfield were absolutely shocking, weren't they? Right, everyone, take care, drink plenty of water, and most importantly, come on, you Hatters!